Hello again, everybody. Another quick video here from Captain Ron Phillips. How you guys doing? I didn't want to get anybody upset with the last video there. We just finished the search for New Romulus, and as you saw there at the end, I got a new rank. We leveled up every 10 levels. You get a new rank, and that means up until level 50 you can get a new ship. And so I didn't want to make anybody upset and be like, well, what's he gonna get? How do you do this? In case anybody's not gonna play this game and figure out how you choose a ship or anything. So, okay, guys. Well, what I must have made a mistake. So what happened is, in the end of the video there, I skipped over the promotion to where it would automatically beam me over to New Romulus to pick a new ship and accept my rank and yada yada yada. And I thought I could just go ahead and fly back to New Romulus. But apparently it won't let me. But I can still get the new ship here. At least I could show you here at on the flotilla. So I'm back on the flotilla. I'm going to show you at least how we can do this. And the ship vendor's over here. So, word of thought to players: if it automatically that way you won't have to worry about it, because now going on to the next mission where I've let everybody know where I'm supposed to go to Khmer, supposed to be with the Federation. The New Romulus hasn't been built up yet. It's one of the glitches in this game. Once you go to New Romulus, they get your new ship and everything. Shuttle bay that's already there, but except the new mission in the story, it hasn't even been built yet. So shame on me. So, but at least we can get the new ship here. Here at the ship vendor. Now, another word of thought: the Romulans do not have a significant array. I should say a collection of ships. For example, Tier 1. That's one. That is the first ship that you get. That was the light warbird. Now, I have the warbird. You don't see there's anything else here, even though it says warbird. Same thing. That's all tier ships. That is like the Enterprise skin for it, but it's the same warbird. Next, I go to Tier 2. This is what I have. This is what I'm next at. Now that's an extended kind of like newer skin of this one, the Delon Warbird. You see where it says 1 with the 2 on it, which means 1 free tier ship. Each tier that'll have the dashes in it, like 3 or the 4, or 5, so on and so forth. You only get free ships up to tier 5 as you level up. Once you're level 50, you don't get another free ship again. Once you hit level 60, the highest level you get in this game is level 65. And like I said, once you hit level 50, you get one last free ship when you become an admiral or a general. I'm sorry, as a Klingon. And then everything else, any other ship in this game, you have to buy. You still can survive most of the game with the right equipment and the right officers and the right skills and everything with the tier 5 ship. I mean, yes, it is hard later with some of these later missions, but getting a tier 5 ship, it's okay. I mean, but yeah, they do kind of want to micro buy or put money into this game if you want to buy ships. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get the Delon Warbird, which is next for tier 2. I can't get that, so I'm just gonna be getting this thing. And you can see here on the right here, officer stations. So I'm going to have 1 tactical, 1 engineer, and 2 science. Now you see in each square there, they has a certain number of pips, or the symbols that shows their rank. Now you can see that the tactical is a higher up than the other three, which means Toven will be able to have the higher the rank, the more skills that they will be able to use with the ship. For example, for Toven, whatever he has for his second rank will be able to use in the skill along with everybody's first. I've just been using his heavy yield torpedo, which makes the big super plasma torpedo. I don't know what he has for his second skill yet. And as you can see here, same thing, console slots has 1 engineer, 2 tactical, and 1 science console. 3 forward weapons, 1 behind. That's base hull. That's your ship points. Shield modifier. That's how much power it puts into the shields. Device slots, which is the shield batteries and the auxiliary batteries and the weapon batteries. Can equip dual cannons, which is heavy cannons that face forward. Then, of course, you could hit R2 and you could read the description about the Warbird itself, its history. Designed in 23rd century in response to the Romulan Star Empire's conflicts with the Federation, the ship was larger than the Tallis Warbird, which is what I've got right now, and carried a heavier payload of weapons to give it an edge in potential conflicts against the Federation's Constitution-class vessels. As conflicts between the Federation and the Romulan Empire diminished, the Dallon remained in the prototype stage, never seeing implementation in actual combat. Recently, unfinished models of the vessel have been modernized and put to use by the remnants of the Romulan people, who are utilizing any resources they can to find to survive. It is equipped with a Romulan battle cloaking device, can be used in combat, but your weapon systems and shields are disabled while it is active. And then, of course, it has basic stats here. The cloaking device, the Singularity Warp Core, which every Romulan ship has, is the Singularity Warp Core, plus 10 power to weapons and plus 5 power to your engines. And your Singularity abilities, plus 40 base power to all subsystems, Plasma Shockwave, and Quantum Absorption. The Singularity, if you see me in battle in the last couple episodes where I blast like this great big green huge wave out from my ship, that is the Plasma Shockwave. It goes out about 3 or 4 kilometers. If they come close, it hurts them and it gives them plasma damage over time. Now, Quantum Absorption, I think I have almost kind of like an implosion. I kind of absorb damage for a little bit. But I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you that later. So that is the Dallon Warbird. So basically, this was made in response to Captain Kirk and the Enterprise and all that. Seen anything with anything from the Romulans after Star Trek? This is in at least one of them. So we're going to go ahead and buy the Dallon Warbird. Yes, after you purchase a ship, you can customize it. We'll do that too. And we're going to go ahead and name it the Shalyar. That's actually not too bad. I like that. The Shalyar is a good name. I don't even have to change it, because you could rename it and you could either come up with your own name or just have it random is specific to each faction, meaning Federation, it'll have random Federation name, so on and so forth. But the Shalyar, I like that. So that go ahead. So we can change our active starship. Now you have to do that, or else you're going to fly around your old ship again. As you can see here, my Twilight Warbird, this is what I just bought. Now it's got the picture of the text right next to it. I need to put it on here. I have unsafe changes to your ship's loadout. Nope, that's fine. Continue. All right. Because it I don't know what that basically meant, but it took everything off of my light warbird and stuck it on here, which is good. So I can take that off. Actually put those phaser heavy cannons on, since I've been holding on to those. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it took off all the older shields and stuff. I don't have a science. I don't have another tactical. My singularity core is better than the one that was counted on the second ship. Same thing with my impulse engines. Definitely my deflector array is better than the ones that you get. And of course my shields are the same, but I got this one reduces disruptor damage, which is fine because they shoot disruptors at me. And as you see on the top, you have starship. All means shuttle. Active ship slots. Now, active ship slots, it says 2 out of 6. You can have up to 6 starships here on this left side here that you can choose and just bouncing forth from, then ready, and every such thing. If you have more than 6, or you want to get more than 6, and you're afraid and you don't want to lose one, sorry, that's my wife's phone going off. If you want to get more than 6 ships, meaning you have to buy some ships, you can put one, as you see, hit triangle, and you can go to dry dock. It'll stick it back here, and it'll save it in dry dock, almost like your own little fleet. And you can always bring it back anytime. You'll just have to switch any old ship that you have of the other 6 and switch them back and forth between it. So basically, just to start with any character, you can have up to 16 starships. Just to start, 16 starships. Now that's a lot, seeing as you only get five free ships. So now, if you don't want to keep it, as you see here on the bottom, you click the right stick or whatever it is for the Xbox or the PC. It says discharge. What it will do, now I'm not going to actually do it. It says you're about to delete a ship. If this was purchased from the Zen store, you'll be able to claim it again. However, special character only unlocked ships and fleet ships cannot be reclaimed once deleted. Yes, you better remember that. If it's any special ship that only your character could get, or if you got it from a fleet, you cannot get it back. But if it was claimed from the Zen store, you can. Any loadout slot tokens that were purchased from the Zen store and used on the ship will be refunded. Okay? Dry dock is an alternative that places the ship in storage. Now, all you have to do is, if you want to get rid of this thing, you just type in the name of the ship, R.W. Devoris, and you hit OK, and then it deletes the ship and you'll never get it back. Unless it was bought in the Z store. But we don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to get rid of it right now. I'm just going to hold on to it. So, now we are on the Shal Yar. Make sure everybody's got their station. We're going to get Tovan, Beryl, and everybody's still pretty much the same here. Now we can have Hiven, though, instead of just Satra. So now we can use his skill, Science Team, which adds to your shield generation. And Tovan, I see here, has Beams Fire at Will, too. Okay, that's not bad. I keep hearing this clicking. I'm really hoping this is not my microphone. I'm going to be listening to this here when I'm done. I'm really hoping my microphone is not messing up on you guys. I'm going to be upset. So I keep hearing this clicking sound. But anyway. So anyway, that's not a bad idea there. Attacks 2 random targets per pulse, deals 85% of their normal damage, and accuracy is reduced, unfortunately. But if you have somebody firing multiple, or if you have multiple things coming at you, like probes or something like that, that try and eat away at your ship's power, Or if someone like those D'Deridexes, once you get the D'Deridex, when they use the heavy plasma torpedo, they can shoot 3 of them at a time instead of just 1, and that will actually come in handy. So you'd be able to shoot multiple times there using fire at will. You'd be able to aim at all 3 of them, and so that could come in handy. And of course, you could always change that. You just have to go to the fleet officer, but and that's another thing for another time here. So that's not a bad skill. So we're good here. And now, just for the last thing here for the update, the other thing you would do, as I would normally do, and I just went the wrong way. She was right behind me, and I just went all the way around the world. I always like to customize my ship as soon as I get it to see what it looks like, see what I can do with it. So this is what it looks like from the front. Let's go to advanced. Romulan type 2. Let's see. No. I can get the Reman types since I have a Reman. Romulan 1. Romulan 2. Brown. Can't use anything with the Z's on it because that is the Z store and I'd have to buy it, and I'm not going to do that. So we have the Brown, the Type 2, the Type 1, or I could use the Reman. That second Reman one actually doesn't look too bad. That first one. The thing I don't like about Reman ships is they just look glossy. They look like they're made out of glass. But I don't know. Maybe for space that's good for them. I do not know. That is a weird-looking front. I don't know. That's the deflector. It looks like it's just someone's making, like you're putting your hand, like you're making like your mouth, or it's like you're putting. It looks like you're putting your hand together with your middle finger up there, then your 2 fingers, and your other fingers like you're making a mouth or something like that. I mean, that's just odd-looking front. And then of course you got the impulse engines look like those maybe the warp engines there. These little blue wheels almost, like they're from Tron. And that never changes. But I like this second one. Windows. Now we can change to Windows. 3, 2. That's 1. That's 2. I don't like that because that makes it look ugly. I'm sorry, guys. We'll just stick with Type 2. Yes, we're keeping the Delon there. The wings. Now they have 2 wing configurations. Or 3, I'm sorry. There's the first one. There's the second one where it's just long wings coming down. And then there's a double like that. So I can keep the shoulder pads, just singles, or just straight out. This kind of looks a little bit more aggressive. So I'll keep the shoulder pad looking ones on. And of course we can't change the warp nacelles, which is fine. And again, the interior never changes because it's a Romulan ship. So okay, just change the paint scheme and the windows, and it looks a little bit better to me. But that's just my opinion. You guys could always experiment and explore with whatever you want, as long as you don't have to pay for it. And save changes. And there we go. There's my ship. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next time at Khitomer. Join me for a conference on Khitomer with the Federation, the Klingons, and the return of Denise Crosby as Empress Sela. See you guys later. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the Captain Ron Phillips channel. I will see you guys later.